I think I solved the mystery. Or scientists solved the mystery. I think I'm sticking with the panspermia theory. This is how it all happened. So, basically, what happened was the theories of ancient civilizations billions of years on other planets. Mars, NASA is going on 2020. They're going to Mars to see if they're going to find any evidence of life, even now. Bodies. If there's bodies of ancient beings, whatever you would call them, aliens, Martians, I don't know, different species than ours. So if this is the case, and it's true that they do find bodies, then the panspermia theory is correct. That means God didn't create us. We know the explanation of how we developed. So that means on other planets there has to be other elements, unknown gases, unknown even technology, that their species developed, and they split into other species, and then from billions of years had different planets, different aliens or species, perhaps from like us, from a single cell, perhaps they split into different alien species. If that's true, that means no God would be required, because if we know how we developed, then they developed their way through a single cell that split into different species. They had a galactic battle, and maybe that's what caused the Big Bang and destruction of the universe. But then you may ask, well, everything is so fine-tuned, everything is so in place. Well, actually, no. If you look at Victor Stinger, the universe is not fine-tuned. So if this is true, if scientists is right with the panspermia theory, and this all makes sense, which I believe does, that would actually solve the whole mystery. So we're going to see in 2020, they're going having robots, NASA, they're going to look at Mars, see if they can find life, pre-life, even bodies. Now, and I think they should not only go to Mars, they should go to other planets if possible. And I think the panspermia theory is the best theory. That there was ancient civilizations on different planets that, like the dinosaurs, got extinct. We just have to find evidence of that. And if we do, that will solve the whole mystery. Now, oh, sure, maybe it's all ultimately empty if we look at the heat death of the universe. But if somebody leaves behind a legacy that improves life for everybody else, well, I don't see how that could possibly be. In a way, they kind of did find life on Mars, because Mars has water. So if Mars has water, we already know this. There was life. So think about it, we already know that. So on other planets, who knows, there could be water there. That means there's life. So that means they found in these ancient Mars meteorites, they found like worm kind of creature fossils, but they were too small. And they found this actually a couple years ago. So that's some kind of life. But now we're actually looking for even, but it was so small, that they really kind of dismissed it. But nonetheless, that's something, and since there's water there. So that means we just have to see, find like some bodies and stuff. And if we discover new elements, perhaps there's even new gases and new weapons and new technologies from the previous planets. That means there's another process of that If I have to tend
like,
to these earthly matters myself because your God isn't going
could
to
be,
intervene on my behalf,
it could be
well,
DNA,
shouldn't I
or it
have
could be
some trust
some
in my ability
total
to do it? And if it's all up to me,
new
what do I need
way
your
of,
God for?
how they developed, like we, or it could be both, and maybe they should. So I believe if we really solve the panspermian theory, if that really is true, and we actually find alien bodies, or not even alien, or whatever, humanoid, pre-humanoid before us, species, whatever kind of species it was, then that proves that there was life.
Boogerhead, which is why you guys never say it. Thank you, Gresham. Second question.
Don't be a boogerhead.
So what? So your life is finite and your God is eternal, allegedly.
So,
well, does that mean you should
and the panspermian theory has to make sense because,
awesome as possible?
since the universe wasn't eternal, came to exist, and if there's God